In this surprising anime, the boy is turned to stone by magic, but his elder sister is very excited to see this. It turns out that she is crazy about her brother, and always wants to get closer to him, thinking the magic is a blessing from God. She puts the stone on her bed, and keeps stroking it. Later, she even takes the stone to the girl's bathroom. Not able to close his eyes, the boy is forced to see beautiful girls bathing together, and feels extremely embarrassed. What interesting things will happen between the siblings next? Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's reveal it in today's recap. The anime starts as three orc brothers launch an attack on a village in another world. To evade their attacks, the villagers escape to all directions. Soon after, the village falls under the control of the orc brothers. Just as they are about to drink and celebrate, the male protagonist, Asahi, appears, asserting himself as an adventurer. He draws his sword and challenges the orcs. Seeing his small figure, the three orc brothers can't help but mock him for being a pipsqueak, believing he is no match for them. However, Asahi is very confident, warning them that they will undoubtedly regret their behaviors if they do not surrender immediately. Asahi's audacious words infuriate one of the orcs. He raises his weapon and rushes into Asahi. Just then, the ground suddenly shakes, as a stone pillar rises from the ground. The orc is sent high into the air. Immediately afterwards, the female protagonist, Maya, appears. She kicks the orc hard and blows him up with magic, scaring the remaining two orc brothers away. It turns out that Maya is Asahi's elder sister, and they came to this world because of an accident. Not long ago, Asahi got hit by a car as he tried to save a little girl. He thought his life had come to an end. But after a flashing white light, he saw a dragon in the sky, and he realized that he had been reincarnated in another world. Asahi liked to play video games, and was very familiar with Isekai stuff, so he didn't have any discomfort. Just then, he accidentally bumped into a man, and he habitually apologized in Japanese. To his surprise, the man responded to him in Japanese as well, which made Asahi realize that he did not have any language barriers with people here. Thinking he might be the favored one by God, Asahi took out his phone, intending to take a picture and post it online, but he soon found that there were no network signals here. Though a little disappointed, he quickly perked up. He believed that with his experience in Isekai games, he could be able to live a happy life here. The first thing he thought of was to sell his phone, which was useless in this world, in exchange for money. The civilization in this world is probably equal to that of the Middle Ages on Earth, so the shop owner had never seen a mobile phone, but he still paid 500 gold for Asahi's phone. After getting the money, Asahi became interested in the items sold in the store. After some selection, he bought a light leather armor and a sword. It was the first time he had seen a real sword, so he couldn't help but keep wielding it. Later, Asahi came to the Adventurers Guild. Upon learning that Asahi had never joined a guild before, the reception lady was very surprised and became curious about him. She leaned on the counter, attempting to observe Asahi closely, causing him to be a little embarrassed. Additionally, her hot figure made Asahi feel bashful. However, the lady misunderstood his blush as a reaction to nervousness, and decided to help him get more information about the guild. She took an application form from her bookshelf, and introduced the process of becoming an adventurer to Asahi. Given that Asahi had never taken a quest before, she suggested he start with hunting low-level monsters. Asahi took her advice, and chose a simple task, but as soon as he left the town, he encountered a very powerful dragon. Faced with the fireball attacks, Asahi could only run desperately. He hid behind a rock, taking the opportunity to check his status. However, he was only given the skill of stone throwing at level 1, with which he couldn't defeat the dragon at all. As Asahi was about to be pounced on, he helplessly called out his sister's name. Surprisingly, a magic array sent his sister called Maya to his side. To protect Asahi, Maya burst out with very powerful energy, knocking down the dragon with just one blow. After the battle, Maya couldn't help but pounce on Asahi, as she was so happy and surprised to reunite with her brother in another world. Then, the siblings had a talk, revealing what happened to each other. It turned out that Asahi had been in a coma in his world, but often talked. Noticing this, Maya speculated that his soul might have gone to another world. She liked her brother so much that she couldn't live without him. Therefore, she decided to end her life so as to go to another world to find her brother. Thankfully, her guess was true, and she finally met Asahi again. As the memory ends, we're brought back to Maya's fight with the orcs. She can't bear the three orc brothers calling Asahi pipsqueak, slaughtering the escaping two with her magic power to vent her anger. Just then, Maya notices a bruise on Asahi's face. As Asahi's older sister, Maya will never allow Asahi to be harmed in any way, so she pounces on Asahi, trying to cure the bruise by licking him over. Meanwhile, the surviving villagers, mistaking Asahi for the savior, come out to thank him. They are very touched, honoring him as mighty hero. Soon, Asahi's deed reaches the Adventurers Guild. The reception lady informs Asahi that due to his victory over the 3 orc brothers, his rank has ascended from the lowest rabbit class to the 4th ogre class, which is a rarely huge promotion among fresh adventurers. She gives the ogre class badge to Asahi, and reminds him that any attempt to falsify ranks is strictly prohibited. Anyone who tries to promote the rank by disguising himself as a strong will be sentenced to death. However, she places her trust in Asahi, believing that he will not deceive her. Her words make Asahi quite nervous. Upon leaving the guild, he instantly finds Maya, asking her to conceal her prowess so that he will appear to be the stronger of the two. To confirm Maya's strength, he proposes to check her stats. Maya mistakenly thinks he wants to know her body stats, so she grabs his hand and put it on her body. Asahi instantly blushes and withdraws his hand, explaining that what he wants to see is her ability stats. Then, Maya opens her stats screen, which shocks Asahi. It turns out Maya is so strong that her ability stats even extend beyond the screen. With such strength, neither humans nor monsters are her match. Thinking of their strength gap, Asahi falls to his knees in frustration. He reminds Maya not to tell anyone about her abilities, making it a secret between them. Maya agrees, but compared with the ability stats, she wants to know Asahi's body stats more, such as how many moles he has on his body. Just when Maya is about to count that, a sudden noise interrupts it. They follow the sound to the main street, where the shop owner recognizes Asahi and tells them that the people of the town are seeing off the strongest party named Clan Balmonk, in the hope that the party can defeat the Demon King. These words remind Asahi of the Isekai games he once played. Generally, as long as they defeat the Demon King, they can return to their original world. Learning of that, Maya decides to defeat the Demon King as soon as possible. The shop owner does not know the strength of Maya, suggesting that they gain experience first and increase their adventurer ranks, because Balmonk's leader, Siegfried, is the highest dragon class adventurer. Learning of this, Asahi admires Siegfried's strength a lot, hoping to become like him one day. At this moment, an adventurer, jealous of Siegfried's prowess, furiously destroys tables and chairs in a food stall. However, no one dares to intervene due to his status as an ogre-class adventurer. The shop owner remembers Asahi is also an ogre-class adventurer, and suggests he confront the furious adventurer. The stall owner's daughter also learns of the situation, and asks Asahi for protection. Meanwhile, the onlookers, recognizing Asahi, begin to cheer for him. Undeterred, the adventurer mocks Asahi as a pipsqueak and challenges him to a duel. Witnessing her cherished brother suffering humiliation, Maya is boiling with rage. She vows to make the adventurer regret his mocking behaviors on the bed for the rest of his life. Hearing this, Asahi hastily stops her. Then, he asks for her cooperation in scaring the adventurer away, and agrees to comply with any request she makes in return. As Maya agrees, Asahi challenges the adventurer. With Maya's help, Asahi casually makes a move in the air, causing the ground to split in half. Terrified by this formidable strength, the adventurer promptly flees. The onlookers are also shocked by the scene, believing it was Asahi's real strength. They are very respectful to him. After that, Maya asks Asahi for her reward. She pounces on him, attempting to kiss him. Under Asahi's screams, Maya accomplishes her goal. One day, Maya catches a cold because she wears too little. Asahi therefore drapes his coat over her. Maya is very touched, but she wants Asahi to warm her with his body heat more. Despite Asahi's objections, she hugs him tightly. Maya feels happy every day, and she is glad that she can live in another world with Asahi. While Asahi is out, she sneaks into his room, jumping onto his bed to feel Asahi's remaining warmth. Meanwhile, Asahi arrives at the Adventurers Guild. He wants to complete some simple tasks by himself instead of relying on Maya all the time. The reception lady then gives him the task to collect rainbow mushrooms in the forest. At the entrance to the forest, there is a sign warning the adventurers to be aware of bears. Seeing this, Asahi tries to convince himself that it should be rare to encounter a bear, only to see a huge bear behind shortly after. He knows he can't beat it, so he immediately runs away while throwing mushrooms to it. Just as the bear is going to attack Asahi, a mysterious girl comes to his rescue. Overwhelmed by the sudden turn of events, Asahi stumbles and buries his head in the girl's chest. The familiar touch makes him mistake the girl for Maya. He affectionately calls her big sister, only to find she is not Maya, but a girl named Kiramaria who happened to pass through the forest. Being called big sister for the first time, Kiramaria is a little touched. Just then, the big bear returns with its companions to besiege them. Kiramaria pushes Asahi away and fights 13 bears alone. With a single powerful strike, she defeats all the bears and holds Asahi before he hits the ground. Unfortunately, Kiramaria's actions irritate Kaiser Bear, the king of the bears. To avenge his followers, Kaiser Bear launches a fireball attack against them. Easy and calm, Kiramaria, who possesses terrifying power, manipulates the legendary Hellfire to burn Kaiser Bear to ashes. Asahi is frightened by her strength, speculating that she may be a demon. Kiramaria then tells him that she is a top cadre of the Demon King's army, one of the 6 demon generals. She is looking for an adventurer named Asahi. She heard about his deeds, and guessed that he might be the next hero. Unbeknownst to her, the person she is looking for is right in front of her. Learning of that, Asahi is scared and instantly wants to sneak away. However, his Orc-class badge with his name on drops, and Kiramaria immediately recognizes him. She realizes that she underestimates Asahi's strength, ready to challenge him. Knowing that he is no match for Kiramaria, Asahi can only run desperately. Thankfully, Maya senses that Asahi is in danger. When he is about to be captured by Kiramaria, Maya rushes to his side. Kiramaria is very dissatisfied with the sudden appearance of Maya, and immediately attacks her, while Maya reacts quickly and fights back. To their surprise, neither of them defeats the other with one blow. Kiramaria sees Maya's strength, concluding that it must be Maya who has been secretly assisting Asahi. She is excited that she has found a comparable opponent, and decides to initiate a fiercer fight. She manipulates Fearful Flare and throws it at Maya. To her surprise, Maya effortlessly overpowers her with wind magic. Just as Maya is about to kill Kiramaria, Asahi intervenes. Having been saved by Kiramaria twice, he doesn't believe she is an evildoer, and hopes Maya will spare her. Upon knowing that Kiramaria saved her brother, Maya abandons the idea of killing her. Kiramaria is surprised to see Asahi stand up for her, and develops better impressions of him. After the battle, Maya prepares a very hearty dinner using the mushrooms collected by Asahi. During dinner, Asahi mentions Kiramaria. He thinks her moves are powerful, and the names are cool. Maya is reluctant to lose to Kiramaria in any way. However, she is not good at naming, and eventually names her wind magic, Big Sis Hurricane. In the following story, Asahi works hard to reach level 10 by finishing the tutorial. Maya is surprised that Asahi's level is increased so slowly. After discussion, they discover that only monsters that Asahi personally kills can increase his experience points. To help Asahi raise his level as quickly as possible, Maya proposes that she control the monsters, and then let Asahi kill them, which is refused by Asahi then. Even if it is to raise his level, he doesn't want to bully a monster that doesn't have the ability to resist. In his opinion, slowly leveling up is the fun of the game. Maya doesn't find any point in leveling up, because no matter what monster she encounters, she can end the battle in one blow. Maya's words are a great blow to Asahi. Although he is weak, he does not want to increase his level by cheating. Because Asahi keeps checking his stats, Maya feels bored. As she prepares to push Asahi down, Asahi casts a skill capable of escaping in battle. However, his actions arouse Maya's fighting spirit. The more the prey resists, the more excited Maya gets. Asahi wants to continue using his skill to escape, but he runs out of his mana, causing him to be unable to use any skills. After that, Asahi comes to the Adventurers Guild. He doesn't want to rely on his sister all the time, and wants to try teaming up with other people. Joining a squad is also one of the joys in another world. Team members can cooperate with each other in battles, and go on adventures in a variety of places. If he is lucky, he may even have a romantic love story with the female team members. The reception lady notices Asahi wants to find teammates, and guides him to the bulletin board displaying team information. She suggests Asahi form a well-balanced team like Clan Balmonk. Siegfried and his companions have a clear-cut division and excellent coordination, which is the perfect team composition. Asahi holds great admiration for Siegfried, and is intrigued by his current circumstances. The reception lady secretly reveals that Clan Balmonk was defeated by a mysterious man, and has retreated to the royal capital. Asahi is very shocked. It also makes him aware of the risk of teaming up with others, and he is now hesitant to part with Maya. While wandering the street, he finds several hooligans bullying a drunk man. Asahi picks up a stone and throws it at the hooligans, intending to attract the attention of the hooligans so that the drunk man can find an opportunity to run away. Surprisingly, this drunk man is very powerful and easily defeats the hooligans. After interacting with the drunk man, Asahi is surprised to find that he is Siegfried. After losing to the mysterious man, Siegfried becomes very upset. He completely loses confidence, and even begins to regret becoming an adventurer, drinking every day to relieve his emotion. Asahi comforts Siegfried, saying that although he was defeated in battle, he gained a friendship with his teammates. Siegfried thinks Asahi is naive, reminding him not to have illusions about his companions. His 3 teammates are all very strange. One is addicted to the host clubs, one is very arrogant, and the other suffers from social phobia and does not say a word. Since the mission to fight the Demon King failed, the clan Balmonk has been disbanded, but Asahi keeps a positive attitude. He thinks they must have protected each other during their adventures, which can be considered a very good memory. Hearing this, Siegfried is convinced, and he decides to cheer himself up. After that, Asahi returns to the Adventurers Guild, and decides to choose a team that is recruiting members. Unfortunately, the reception lady takes the opportunity to give him a task to fight a group of dragons that are attacking the town. Because this is an emergency, she sends Asahi directly outside the city. As the dragon is about to attack Asahi, Kiramaria protects him. The reason why she came to find Asahi is that she wants to return his badge and defeat Maya. At this time, a group of dragon attacks them. After receiving the news, Maya arrives and helps Asahi complete his quest. Kiramaria desperately wants to defeat Maya. She kidnaps Asahi and threatens Maya to accept her challenge. Maya does not allow anyone to hurt Asahi, and the two get into a fierce fight. Just then, a dragon seizes Asahi. To rescue him, the 2 girls momentarily reach a reconciliation. One confronts the dragon, while the other takes on the task of rescuing Asahi in the air. After the crisis, Kiramaria takes Asahi captive again. Surprisingly, Asahi manages to break free using his skills. Kiramaria finds the siblings quite intriguing, and decides to release them for the time being. Through this mission to fight the dragons, Asahi understands the importance of Maya to him. Having a sister is enough for him, and he doesn't need to team up with anyone else. But that's where the video ends. Let me know in the comments if you want me to cover part 2, and if you enjoyed watching this video, consider liking and subscribing for more like it. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you next time.